and clear. It's not because of Epic 7 that these kids are going to big schools.
Yes.
It's because of the coaches that they have at their high schools.
Okay.
We just help refine some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We help them get better at stuff. We just add that extra. Because there's no spring ball here in Kansas City.
Right.
There's no spring ball in Missouri.
Right.
Yeah.
You think Florida's worried about this?
You think they got spring ball down in Texas?
They might have a little bit, right?
Maybe.
They might have that athletic period for the last hour and a half of every day.
I think they might have winter football in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys
they
are still trying to
play
win a
all
state
year.
championship, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're regular.
It's all year.
They're still in the playoffs.
Georgia.
That's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's an all year lifestyle thing.
And people wonder why their high school football is so much better than ours.
They play year round.
They can do those things.
Yeah.
It's starting to turn football into more more of a lifestyle type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which and these young kids being surrounded by great coaches at their schools and then great coaches with the Epic 7, this is only going to help them be better men, be better students, and everything. So
the other part with the Epic 7, when we travel, like you're responsible for your own stuff, right? Because you're going to travel on the road when you're in college,
right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to learn to take your little stipend, your little meal money, and go find food. You ain't eating at Panera every night.
Yeah.
We're Golden Corral.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's cheap.
You might have to hit some dollar menu.
Yeah, because you have to learn that. You're going to have to learn how to get up.
Yeah.
You're going to have to learn how to be accountable for your roommate to make sure your roommate's out, dressed, ready to go. That's all stuff to prepare them for college.
Yeah.
And the other thing we do is when we travel, we go visit colleges. So we go show up. So we take them to Northern Illinois or like this year, Kent State, just so they can see it. And then we'll bring our list of guys like, hey, look, we're showing up in Northern Illinois. We're knocking on the door. We're going to be at your spring game. Here's our guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're at Kent State. Here's our guys.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We're trying to get kids to get where they need to be to go play college football.
And I like that you're mentioning some of these smaller schools too, because it seems like, a lot of kids get stuck on, I got to go to that D1 school. Like, I got to go to Alabama. I got to go to Auburn. I got to go to Florida, Georgia. I mean, I got to go to Texas. I got to go. And there's a lot of good football that gets played at the 1AA level. Division II level. I mean, we got one of the best Division II schools in the country right up the road from us.
We got the best Division II conference in the country.
Yeah,
MIAA.
Right, right here.
Yep.
I mean, right here.
I mean, you're Northern Illinois too. I mean, they're a team that's been good over the last few years. Kent State. I mean, if a kid wants to play college football, it's important that you guys are helping just make those connections.
Yep.
The kid earns it. I like that you said that. They're the ones putting in the hard work.
Yep.
And you're just kind of making that bridge, that building that relationship, saying hey, to the coach. Because a coach is more apt to listen to a fellow coach when you say, hey, just take a look at this kid.
Yeah.
And we know as coaches, when you do that, if they look at him and the kid can't play, well, then they know you're full of it.
Right.
And that coach is never going to respect your opinion again.
Ever again.
But if they look at it and go, man, that kid can play. Then next time they're in town, they're going to say, hey, I got to go find Coach Pittel, and I got to talk to him and see if he's got any more kids for me.
Right, because we want to push kids. We want to get them that opportunity, whatever it takes.
Yep.
Ran to a kid Saturday at Rally House, Christmas shopping. Well, it was kind of Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
I just happened to be looking stuff for me, but I was really Christmas shopping. Sort of.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and I said, he had gone to Mo West, didn't really like it, and I really like this kid. Michael Small came from Winnetonka. This kid can play, right? He just had to be in a program where nobody was doing anything for him.
Right.
And we got him out there. And so I talked to him. I said, hey, man, like, what's going on? And he came and talked to me, and he was like, I realized I really I really love football. I just didn't really understand how hard college football is. College football's hard. This ain't easy. It's a job.
I was going to say, I've heard guys say it's more of a job.
Yeah, like when we go to these college visits, these kids realize that your lifting group is at 5 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, I know.
You got to get up. You got to go to your lifting group. Then you got to go eat. Then you got to go to class. Then you got to go to team meetings. Then you got to go to trainer's room. Then you got to go to practice. Then you got to go to study hall. Then you got to go to bed.
Yeah.
And to show these kids what it's really about. I mean, they were doing. So I could talk to Michael Small, and he was like, hey, listen, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? How about I make some calls right here? Called 2 schools right there in Raleigh House. Oh, he's available? Yeah. Yeah, he's available. Did he ever enroll? No, he didn't enroll. So he's a freshman? He's a freshman.
Boom. Just like that.
Just like that. That's what it's about. Helping those kids.
Absolutely.
Right?
I mean, I a lot smaller level, NAIA, but, I made a call about a week and a half ago, to a coach I know, NAIA, for one of my kids here that's a senior that doesn't have an ACT score yet, still working on that. But he could probably play at some smaller D2s, but I think he could go to NAIA and be an NAIA All-American.
Why not play?
And so, I made that call, and the guy's, going to evaluate his film and, probably end up getting back to him. I mean, and that's the fun part of our job. Mm-hmm. People see all the glamorous stuff, when you're winning all these games, but they don't see all the time behind the scenes, that we do, talking to different college coaches and calling around and saying, hey, look at this guy, all just to help our kids.
Yeah. And they're our kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
We talk about being a family. Those are our kids. We're going to help those kids as long as we can. They're part of our lives.
Mm-hmm. I mean, our football season's over, here for us.
Some of us
over
earlier than others.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
But, we were over, about mid-November, and just, I still, when I'm at the school, I see those guys around. I talk to them, find out how they're doing. I'm asking kids who are they getting recruited by, who's talking to them, what can I do to help, who do I need to call, and I know our head coach, Coach Hoover, he's doing the same thing when he's up here. We have, 3 or 4 schools a weekend, and Coach Hoover's talking to those guys and saying, hey, look at this kid. And even if they come in for one kid, he's mentioning, hey, we got this other kid that can probably play too.
Yep.
And
absolutely. That's what it's all about.
So it's just
Let's
making
get
those
into college.
connections. Yeah. All right. But yeah, so that's great. The Epic 7 stuff. Check that out on Twitter and Instagram. Same handle.
Yeah, Epic 7 Midwest. Yep.
Epic 7 Midwest.
Just follow them.
We'll make sure to
Nice.
retweet that stuff too, to keep our followers updated. So thanks for coming on and talking about the Epic 7 Midwest, and we'll have you back on and talk a little college and NFL.
That'll be outstanding. I can't wait to see what we're going to do about this Final Four.
Yeah. We got to go to 8, right? But
we got to go to 8.
Well, the thing is, okay, so is it we can talk about it on the next show.
We'll talk
It's a
about it on the
slippery
next
slope.
show.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, we'll get going.
And I want to slide down that hill.
Let's go down. Let's go to the
Let's go.
64.
Yeah,
like basketball.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, thanks
going.
again, Coach Pittel, for being on, and we'll have you back again. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And remember, hit us up on all of our social media. It's all under Midwest Mics. You can find us Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, pretty much any social media app, YouTube. It's all there. So thanks, and we'll see you guys next week.